welcome to the family room. So in today's video, we're going to discuss how and when you can introduce books to your baby. So this is a question that most parents often face, and they also wonder if they've delayed the process or they started too early. See, there's actually no right or wrong time to introduce books, but the earlier you start, the better it is. I started when my baby was about 1 month old, and this was a time when I had recovered from the delivery, I had settled into my new schedule, and I had all the time to actually, bond with him and cuddle with him. So why introduce books? See, reading to your baby is the best way you can actually bond with your baby. And apart from this, it helps in cognitive abilities, improving the memory skills and vocabulary, and you will see that, of course, as they grow older, that they will have a fantastic vocabulary. And apart from this, it also helps in the emotional and social development of your child. So overall, reading is like the best thing you can do or introduce to your baby. So from 0 to 6 months, see, the baby's eyesight is just about developing. You will notice that the baby smiles at you only when you hold your baby a little closer to your face. During this time, they're not going to be able to comprehend anything you say, but they will like images that are high contrast. So you can actually introduce lots of black and white images or introduce images that are big, something like this.
Black on White by Tana Hoban. As your infant is unable to see colors properly at this age, this black and white picture book is ideal. These high contrast images are simple and effective and will aid in your baby's development.
7 to 12 months. It's a very interesting age because now infants have started to understand a few words and a few pictures, and they also prefer a few words or pictures over others, and they may ask you to repeat that over and over again. So repetition is definitely going to be your best friend. Another thing that can be your best friend during this time are board books or cloth books, because babies like to put everything in their mouth, and a board book is definitely sturdy and helpful. Many babies start to flip pages. So again, a board book is really helpful. Voice modulation is also very important. Also, the way you modulate your voice can also create interest in when you're reading to a baby, and they also respond to these voice modulations. What I would suggest is to introduce touch and feel books. They're lots of fun and a lot of texture that the baby can explore. And books which have mirrors are really fun for the babies because they're going to look at their image and they're going to giggle, and it's a good way to also keep them engaged during tummy time. As we know, many babies get really fussy during tummy time. So if they're seeing something interesting, and because they can't recognize themselves, but they can definitely see something interesting in the mirror, and that's going to keep them occupied for some time. And another thing that you can introduce at this time are these tiny books. This is my first library. These are really small books and have information about everything, and they come from different subjects like birds, vegetables, fruits, numbers, colors. It's a nice small book, comes in handy as they can flip pages as well, and lots of colorful pictures for them to see. So this is also a good investment to make.
Baby Touch and Feel, I Love You. The textures in this board book aid in sensory development and will be a favorite with your baby. The Baby Touch and Feel is a series of books ranging from first words to animals, and this is definitely worth a buy. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. This timeless classic of the transformation of a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly has awed children for several decades. The simple illustrations and easy language encourage learning and reading. This for sure is going to be your baby's favorite. My First Library. This set of 10 books on various topics ranging from birds to transport are just what you need to introduce your baby to learn about the world around them. And they're perfect for those tiny hands.
At this age, you can introduce books which have 1 or 2 sentences on each page. And also you need to really go berserk with all the sound that you make. So you can go woof woof or moo moo or baba when you're reading out books to your baby. And also a lot of these flat books, push, pull or slide books, these are really interesting for children, for babies of this age group. So it's nice to introduce books like this. What you can also introduce are all-in-one books. So these all-in-one books are books which have basically lots of pictures about different things. So this is 101 first words animal book. So each page has different animals, like this has pets and then this has farm animals. And when your baby is looking through them, so you can say this is a hen, pig goes oink oink, this is a duck goes quack quack. So also you can talk about these animals. Before you start reading a book, you can tell your baby
what the book is about.
When you're reading, you can actually ask, so where is Mowgli? Where are his friends? So he can, just push this up. So asking questions also engages a baby at this age, and they really like answering those questions as well. If your baby has already started talking at this point, then some of them might repeat and they might see something and say cow, cow, cow. Or if they find something interesting, they might just repeatedly point at that and ask you to, speak about it. So you can say this is a boy, his name is Jack, he's wearing shorts and a t-shirt. So make it interesting for your baby.
First stories. These push, pull and slide books are a fun way to read the classics to your toddler. You're not only going to get them excited and engaged, but are sure to get those priceless giggles. First word series. These all-in-one books will stimulate curiosity in your toddler and will help your child to learn new words and about their surroundings and also develop literacy skills. Brown bear, what do you see? If you're looking for a simple yet innovative way to introduce your child to colors, this book is the answer. The spectacular artwork, rhythm and animals make this book a delight to read.
19 to 24 months. Toddlers love repetition and they're going to have a favorite book by this time, and they will ask you to read that over and over again. You might lose your patience, but you shouldn't actually, because they are learning a great deal and they also like a lot of rhythm. So which is why nursery rhymes becomes one of their favorite things to recite. And also I would suggest that you let your baby pick up the book that he wants to read or she wants to read and give them that freedom to choose. So my son, what he does is this is a pattern that I have seen in him, he usually has a favorite book every week.
What book do you want to read today?
Many toddlers will start asking questions. Why is he wearing blue, or why is he falling down? Why is he here? Or, any question regarding the book.
What's Harry doing? Harry is?
And that's the time you should actually answer and not just put off the baby, because when a baby asks questions, that's the time when they're most attentive and that's when they can learn the most. Some books that I would recommend during this time are books that have a lot of rhythm in them and are also short stories with lots of big pictures and few sentences, like this is Jack and the Beanstalk. So this is a good book for your baby to read, and it's not very text heavy and it has nice colorful pictures. So you don't just have to read the text, you can also talk about what's happening in the picture, or you can also ask your baby to describe what's happening in the picture. And another important thing is rhymes. Babies love rhymes, and you will notice that lots of them know their rhymes by heart. So it's nice to have these nursery rhyme books and lots of sound books. So my boy really likes sound books. He has a lot of different types of sound books.
Farm Hullabaloo. This sound book is going to keep your toddler engaged and entertained for several hours. It's also a fun way to introduce them to animals and their habitats. Family photo book. I would really suggest for you to do a family photo book These books are simple to make. All you need are images of family and friends. These books help your baby and your toddler to identify their friends and families, and also it's a great way to keep all your family that's far away close.
और ये है
Children of this age group will continue to enjoy short and simple stories. They might also start to tell their own stories. You can introduce a lot of activity books and theme-based books. Many toddlers are able to complete sentences during this time. So if you're reading a book and you read half a sentence, you might notice suddenly that your baby has completed the rest of the sentence. So sometimes take those pauses to see if your baby is, probably paying attention, or, he's able to complete that sentence.
Read it yourself Ladybird books, Level 1. These are great fictional short stories which are very well illustrated, and they grow with your child and are perfect when they start to read. Corduroy by Don Freeman. The story of a stuffed bear and a girl named Lisa is a classic filled with innumerous lessons. It definitely makes for an interesting read. The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. This is a simple yet meaningful story of a boy who wakes up on a snowy day. What strikes me about this book is that the protagonist is a boy of color.
It's important to introduce your baby to all the diversity that's around them.
How and when to read to your child? It's best to read aloud. So when you're reading aloud, your baby is also listening. So there's speech development, there's increase in the vocabulary, there's also two-way communication when you're actually stopping and asking your baby a question. So you're teaching them two-way communication, which is going to be extremely helpful in the future. And the other thing I would like to mention here is that make books accessible. They need to be in racks which are low, where they can easily access the books and just open and just flip the pages. So even if they're just flipping the pages, they're looking at those images and they're going to be registering so much more and learning a whole lot. It's also important to make all the books accessible, and I would say make it a routine. Make sure you're reading the book every day, even if it's for just 5 minutes. See, the goal is not to finish the entire book. The goal is for just introducing the book to them and letting them learn from that 1 or 2 or 3 pages that they're reading. If you do like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also share it. Thank you for watching.